In nature's intricate tapestry, where life flourishes in countless forms, there exists a world both beautiful and, at times, perilous. The wilderness, with its serene landscapes and vibrant ecosystems, holds secrets that can profoundly impact our well-being. Even the tiniest creatures, often unseen and easily overlooked, can have a huge impact on our lives, sometimes in ways we least expect. These minuscule beings, integral to the balance of nature, can also pose significant health challenges. The black-legged tick, also known as the deer tick, is a prime example. No bigger than a poppy seed, this tiny arachnid is a master of disguise, lurking in tall grasses and wooded areas, waiting for an unsuspecting host. This seemingly insignificant creature is the main carrier of Borrelia burgdorferi, a corkscrew-shaped bacterium that's the culprit behind Lyme disease. This bacterium, when transmitted, can wreak havoc on the human body. When a tick, infected with Borrelia, feeds on a human for over 36 hours, the risk of transmission significantly increases. The longer the tick remains attached, the greater the chance of the bacterium entering the bloodstream. It can then transmit this bacterium, starting a complex illness that can manifest in a variety of ways, often mimicking other conditions, making diagnosis challenging. The disease can affect multiple systems within the body, leading to a wide range of symptoms. Lyme disease was first identified and brought to the attention of the medical community in the 1970s, marking the beginning of our understanding of this complex ailment. The story began in Lyme, Connecticut, a picturesque town nestled in the New England countryside, where a cluster of unusual health issues emerged. It started after a mysterious outbreak of arthritis, particularly affecting children in the area. This unusual occurrence raised concerns among local doctors and health officials, prompting further investigation. Diligent scientists and medical researchers embarked on a quest to uncover the cause of this perplexing illness, meticulously gathering data and analyzing potential factors. They eventually traced the illness to tick bites, establishing a crucial link between the tiny arachnids and the emerging health crisis. Further investigation revealed the presence of the spiral-shaped Borrelia bacterium within the ticks, confirming its role as the causative agent of the disease. This discovery unveiled a hidden threat lurking in the wooded American landscapes, transforming our understanding of the potential dangers present in seemingly harmless natural environments. Lyme disease is a story of connection, a complex interplay between various elements of our environment. It highlights the intricate relationships between wildlife, particularly deer, which serve as hosts for ticks, the ticks themselves, the impact of changing climates on tick populations and distribution, and ultimately the health of humans who share these environments. A single tick bite, often unnoticed, can trigger a multi-system illness, leading to a cascade of health problems. The effects of Lyme disease can be far-reaching, affecting joints, causing pain and inflammation, impacting the heart, potentially leading to cardiac complications, and disrupting the nervous system, resulting in neurological symptoms. Officially, the CDC reports 30,000 to 40,000 Lyme cases each year, making it the most common vector-borne disease in the US. But the real number is much higher. Studies estimate nearly 476,000 Americans are diagnosed annually, representing significant underreporting. Most cases are concentrated in 15 states in the Northeast and Upper Midwest, where ticks thrive. In these hotspots, awareness and diagnosis are higher, but in other regions, Lyme is often missed. As ticks expand their range due to climate change, new areas are becoming endemic. The map of Lyme disease is growing, challenging public health systems to keep up. Lyme disease cases have steadily increased, becoming a significant public health concern. The numbers paint a clear picture, and we're witnessing a consistent and concerning upward trend since the 1970s, when the disease was first truly recognized and understood. It's a relatively recent addition to our medical understanding, but its impact has been rapidly growing over the past half-century, with official reports now at 35,000 cases annually in the United States alone. This figure represents a substantial increase compared to earlier decades, highlighting the escalating nature of the problem. Many cases even go undiagnosed or misdiagnosed, meaning the actual burden of Lyme disease is likely far greater than official statistics suggest. It's the tip of the iceberg, with a vast, unseen problem lurking beneath the surface. The spread is driven by expanding tick habitats, as forests reclaim previously cleared land and create ideal environments for these disease-carrying vectors, with fragmented forests boosting populations of small mammals like deer and mice. Key hosts for ticks, with milder winters and longer summers increasing the risk of human exposure, combined with suburbanization bringing people closer to tick habitats as residential areas encroach upon wooded areas, increasing the likelihood of encounters between humans and ticks. These animals serve as reservoirs for the Lyme disease bacteria, further fueling the spread of the disease. More people are aware of Lyme, leading to better diagnosis and increased vigilance among healthcare professionals. This heightened awareness is crucial for early detection and treatment, but actual incidents are rising, outpacing our diagnostic capabilities and highlighting the urgent need for more effective prevention strategies. Regions once considered safe, where Lyme disease was virtually unheard of, are now seeing their first cases, indicating a geographical expansion of the disease's reach. Our changing environment and lifestyles, with increased outdoor recreational activities, have created the perfect conditions for Lyme to thrive, making it a persistent and growing threat to public health. The shadow of Lyme is spreading, casting a wider net across geographical regions and impacting more communities than ever before, fueled by both ecological change and increased recognition, creating a complex challenge that demands a multifaceted approach. The challenge is growing, placing an increasing burden on healthcare systems and requiring innovative solutions for prevention, diagnosis, and treatment. Lyme disease's financial toll is immense as well, starting with doctor visits and antibiotics, but escalating if diagnosis is delayed or symptoms persist. Chronic cases can cost tens of thousands per year, with patients seeking multiple specialists and alternative therapies. Lost productivity is a major factor. Many sufferers reduce work hours or leave jobs entirely. The ripple effects extend to families and the broader economy. Annual US costs are estimated in the billions, combining medical expenses and lost income. The burden highlights the urgent need for better prevention, diagnostics, and treatments. Lyme's economic impact is as serious as its health effects. Lyme disease targets certain groups more than others. Children ages 5 to 14 are at high risk due to increased outdoor play and less awareness of tick bites. Adults 45 to 65 are also highly vulnerable, especially those active outdoors for work or recreation. Males tend to be slightly more affected, particularly boys, but women may be more prone to long-term symptoms. Lyme disease, a condition transmitted through tick bites, progresses through distinct stages if left unaddressed. Understanding these stages is crucial for effective management and treatment. The disease unfolds in stages, each characterized by a unique set of symptoms and potential complications. Each stage presents with distinct symptoms, making early detection a key factor in preventing long-term health issues. Recognizing these symptoms can significantly impact the course of treatment and overall outcome. Early localized disease typically appears between 3 to 30 days after the initial tick bite, marking the beginning of the infection. This stage is often identified by the presence of a bullseye rash, also known as erythema migrans, which expands from the site of the bite. Accompanying the rash, individuals may experience flu-like symptoms such as fever, chills, fatigue, and muscle aches. It's important to note that not everyone develops their characteristic rash, making diagnosis challenging in some cases. Early treatment with antibiotics is most effective during this initial stage, preventing the disease from progressing further. Prompt intervention can lead to a full recovery and minimize the risk of long-term complications. If left untreated, the disease spreads throughout the body, affecting various systems and organs. This dissemination can manifest as multiple rashes on different parts of the body, indicating a more widespread infection. Patients may also experience severe headaches, often accompanied by neck stiffness and sensitivity to light. Facial paralysis, also known as Bell's palsy, is another potential complication, causing weakness or drooping on one or both sides of the face. Joint pain, particularly in the knees and other large joints, and heart issues such as Lyme carditis can also arise during this stage. Late-stage Lyme disease, which can occur months or even years after the initial infection, presents with more persistent and debilitating symptoms. Chronic arthritis, particularly affecting the knees, is a common feature leading to pain, swelling, and stiffness in the joints. Nerve pain, often described as shooting or burning sensations, and numbness or tingling in the extremities can also develop. Cognitive problems such as memory loss, difficulty concentrating, and brain fog can significantly impact daily functioning. Fatigue can become a dominant symptom, leaving individuals feeling constantly exhausted and drained. In severe cases, this fatigue can be extreme and debilitating, making it difficult to perform even basic daily tasks. The longer Lyme disease goes untreated, the more entrenched the infection becomes, leading to more severe and persistent symptoms. Consequently, the harder recovery becomes, often requiring a more intensive and prolonged course of treatment. Therefore, early recognition of symptoms and prompt treatment are absolutely crucial in managing Lyme disease effectively. It's important to remember that Lyme symptoms can sometimes be subtle and easily overlooked, especially in the early stages. However, despite their subtlety, the potential consequences of untreated Lyme disease are serious and can have a lasting impact on one's health and well-being. Diagnosing Lyme disease is tricky given there's no single definitive test. Doctors rely on symptoms, exposure history, and sometimes the classic rash for early diagnosis. Without the rash, lab tests look for antibodies, but these can take weeks to appear, leading to false negatives early on. Antibodies can linger after treatment, making it hard to tell if infection is current or past. This uncertainty frustrates patients and doctors alike, and misdiagnosis is common. Better, faster diagnostic tools are urgently needed. Early Lyme disease is usually cured with a short course of antibiotics like doxycycline. More advanced cases may need intravenous antibiotics, but most patients recover with proper treatment. However, 10 to 20% experience lingering symptoms: fatigue, pain, and brain fog, known as post-treatment Lyme disease syndrome, otherwise known as PTLDS. The cause of PTLDS is unclear. It may be due to immune reactions or persistent bacteria. Long-term antibiotics aren't proven to help and can be risky. Treatment focuses on managing symptoms and improving quality of life. For some, Lyme's impact is long-lasting and life-changing. Scientists are racing to improve Lyme disease diagnosis, treatment, and prevention. New tests aim to detect Borrelia bacteria directly, allowing for earlier, more accurate diagnosis. Researchers are exploring better antibiotic combinations and therapies to address persistent symptoms. The search for a human vaccine is back on, with new candidates using advanced technology in clinical trials. Innovative strategies include vaccinating animal reservoirs like mice to break the transmission cycle in nature. Oral vaccine baits for wildlife could reduce infected ticks in the environment. These efforts offer hope for controlling Lyme at its source. The future of Lyme research is promising and urgently needed. Preventing Lyme disease starts with simple habits. Wear long sleeves and pants in tick-prone areas and tuck pants into socks. Use repellents with DEET or picaridin on skin and treat clothes with permethrin. After outdoor activities, do a full-body tick check, especially in hidden spots like armpits, groin, and scalp. Remove ticks promptly with fine-tipped tweezers. Keep lawns mowed, clear leaf litter, and create barriers between yards and woods. Use deer-resistant plants or fencing to keep deer and ticks away. Tumble dry clothes on high heat to kill hidden ticks. These steps let us enjoy nature while reducing Lyme risk. Prevention is our best defense. Lyme disease affects everyone, even celebrities. Avril Lavigne, Bella Hadid, and Justin Bieber have all shared their struggles with Lyme, raising awareness along the way and attempting to reduce stigma. Their stories highlight the disease's invisible symptoms and the challenges of diagnosis and recovery. Public figures sharing their journeys help others recognize symptoms and seek help. When celebrities speak out, Lyme becomes a mainstream conversation. Their openness inspires action and support for research. Lyme disease remains a medical puzzle. The Borrelia bacterium is a master of disguise, evading the immune system and spreading through the body. Diagnosis is complicated by unreliable tests and symptoms that mimic other illnesses. Persistent symptoms after treatment fuel controversy over the best care. Divisions exist between mainstream medicine and advocates of long-term antibiotics. Climate change and land use are expanding tick habitats and increasing co-infections. Lyme is a moving target, complex, evolving, and hard to control. Lyme disease is a growing public health crisis, affecting hundreds of thousands and costing billions. Prevention and early detection are key. Education empowers people to protect themselves. Medical professionals must stay alert, especially in new risk areas. Investment in research is vital for better tests, treatments, and vaccines. Breakthroughs could save lives and restore health to those with chronic symptoms. Our connection to nature means we must adapt and innovate. And so, by embracing prevention and supporting science, we can turn the tide against Lyme. The goal: a future where Lyme disease is no longer a threat to our enjoyment of the outdoors or our health. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to support the cause and bring more awareness to Lyme disease and research surrounding it, we have included 2 unaffiliated links in the description if you would like to read more about it or donate to either cause. The first being the Lyme and Tick-Borne Disease Research Center and the Columbia University Irving Medical Center. And the second is the Global Lyme Alliance, whose mission is to cure Lyme and other tick-borne diseases. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you'd like to stay up to date on all things numerical and financial. Thanks again, and until next time, stay calculating, my friends.